Let us see how to play a sequel game. A sequel game is a connected series of 5 identical colored chips in a straight line, horizontally, vertically, or diagonally on the playing board. You can play Jain Sequel with 2, 3, 4, 6, 8 and 9 people. If more than 3 people are playing, you need to divide into either 2 or 3 equal teams. For example, if 4 people are playing, break up into 2 teams of 2. If 9 people are playing, break up into 3 teams of 3. How many cards will be dealt to each player? If 2 players are playing, 7 cards each player. If 3 players are playing, 6 cards each player. If 4 players are playing, 6 cards each player. If 6 players are playing, 5 cards each player. If 8 players are playing, 4 cards each player. And if 9 players are playing, 4 cards each player. Let us understand the setup of the game. Shuffle the deck and distribute the cards to each player. Place the remaining cards face down to create a draw pile. Each player chooses a colored chip. If there are 2-3 teams, then each team chooses a color and distributes the chip to each team members. This game can be played in 2 ways, beginner and expert. If you are playing in the expert version, distribute a small white chip to each player equally. Team members should sit in alternative positions. Now let us see how to play the game. First player selects a card from his hand and places its face on the discarded pile. Place one marker chip on the game board of the matching card. Once you have placed a marker chip on the board, you must draw a card. If you fail to take a card before the next player takes their card, you are not allowed to draw a new card, putting you at a disadvantage. Now let us understand how to play Samyak Darshan cards. There are 4 Samyak Darshan cards in the deck. They are wild cards. Player can discard this card from his hand and place his marker chip on any open space on the game board. Now let us understand what is playing Mithya Darshan cards. There are 4 Mithya Darshan cards on the deck. A player can discard this card and he can remove any 1 marker chips belonging to his opponent from the game board. You cannot place your marker chips on that same space during this turn, and you cannot remove a marker chip that is already a part of a sequence. Trading a dead card. If the card in your hand does not have any open space, means if both the space on the game board are occupied by a marker chip, you can trade it for a new card. On your turn, announce the dead card and place it on the discard pile and draw a new card. 1 card per turn. Proceed to the normal play for your turn. Talking on the table. When playing in a team, no table talk or coaching of team members is allowed. If this happens, all team members must forfeit 1 card of their choice from their hand and place it in the discard pile. When there are no more cards in a draw pile or a deck, shuffle together all the discard pile and use it as a new draw pile. What are free spaces? There is a free space in the 4 corner of the game board. Any player may use them as though their color chip is in that corner. When using the corner, only 4 of your chips are needed to complete a sequence. More than 1 player may use the same corner as a part of sequence. How you will win a sequence? A sequence is a connected series of 5 identical marker chips in a straight line, horizontally, vertically or diagonally on the playing board. The first team or the player to score the required number of sequence wins the game. How to play expert level. Each player has 2 types of chips. One is the chip of the team, that is either red, blue or green color, and other is a small white chip. Each team or player has to make 1 sequence in a row, same as the beginner, and the other 1 sequence of any one of 8 puja or 8 karma or 8 pratiharya or 6 leshya or 5 jnana or 5 mahavrat or 4 mahavigay or 4 kashay. For example, the team or the player is making 8 puja sequence. All 8 cards will be placed at a different position on the game board. Teammates must be attentive, understand what their team members are trying to make, a beginner sequence or an expert sequence, and help each other. As soon as the player or the team places his marker chip on all the 8 puja cards, their expert level sequence completes. And now no one can remove it with Mithya Darshan card. Now what are intersecting chips? Only one chip can be common between two sequences of the same player or the team. More than one is not allowed. Now who is the winner? That player or the team completing one 5 chip sequence beginner level and one expert level, that is as we referred earlier, sequence first wins the game.